Here is the truth, the bad side. Nigerians are losing doctors, nurses, engineers, and IT experts faster than we can replace them. That's brain drain. The good side, Nigerians abroad sent over $20 billion home in 2023. That money feeds families, builds house, and fund businesses. Some even return with skills, capitals, and connections. That's called brain circulation. Good day, viewers. Welcome to Truth Line. I am your host, Suleiman Ni'matullah, and here with me in the studio is Dr. Suleiman Muhammad. Dr. Suleiman, welcome to the studio.
Thank you, Nimatu, for having me, and good day, viewers at home.
So, Dr. Suleiman is a public and a political analyst, and is going to be giving us insights on youth unemployment and the JAPA trend in Nigeria. So, Dr. Suleiman, what is JAPA? What are your emphases on JAPA?
Yes, JAPA, it's an acronym that was framed. I think it came from Southwest of some of the professionals that we have that, travel abroad to look for greener pasture. So when you say JAPA, when some of the best brains we have here think that what they are getting here is not okay for them, they travel abroad to look for a better way to better their life. I think that is, if you should ask me, that is what JAPA means. So now, the issue is not all that about government or the people that are traveling. I think it is the system, if we should look at it from that very angle. If a doctor or nurse or teacher, whichever profession, is earning as high as $20 per hour, and in UK or US or Canada, and such professionals are earning like 2,000 naira per hour here, you see the difference, that the gap is much when you convert to naira, you understand. So the essence of going out there is not for people, you understand, to just say, I'm leaving my country, I don't want to contribute to the development of my country. But you have to be very okay, you have to, get something that you can use in getting your country moving. That is why you see those people are moving out. And once they get there, they have an association which binds them together, which we call Nigerians in Diaspora. And this diaspora, you understand, they contribute their own quota to the development of Nigeria, which is the feedback that we get from them.
Okay. So, Doctor, can you tell us the current unemployment rates in Nigeria?
Yes, I think as at April 2026, if I'm not mistaken, I think Nigeria is currently having 36.7% of unemployment rate of the total population of the country, which is, if you translate it to the figure, we are talking about plus or minus, we are talking about 67 or almost 70 million unemployed. Yes, people in Nigeria.
So we've been hearing youth unemployment. Can you tell us the main causes of youth unemployment?
There are different causes that lead to youth unemployment in Nigeria. I think one of those causes is the lackadaisical attitude of the government. When I say lackadaisical attitude of the government, in those days when we were growing, so we heard that youths are the leaders of tomorrow, meaning that it's not just about political office that they talk about this. You understand? It is when the old people who have taken appointment with government are exiting, you understand, that office through either age or years of service, which you call retirement. So the new ones will be recruited, you understand, that will take over from those ones. But unfortunately, the system has made it so bad now that I don't think Nigeria is even employing anyone again. The only thing they will tell you is that replacement, you understand, they are doing replacement. And this replacement is these people that are going, that supposed to create space for the young ones to come in, will be the one to bring in their children to fill the space that they've created by their exiting. Even the worst that is even happening is that when those people, when it is time for them to retire, they keep on changing their age, you understand, and years of service to remain in service. And these are the things that contributed to the youth unemployment in Nigeria. And again, there is no enabling environment, you understand, for this youth to strive to do something reasonable. Actually, government cannot employ everybody. Government cannot employ everybody. But if there is an enabling environment for people to do what can give them a means of sustenance, you understand, you will not even bother yourself about government. We have some multinational companies here, we have some private companies here that are doing well. But some of these companies sometimes they lay people off from the job, because when you think about the condition in which they are operating, it's not favorable for them. Taxation is there, multiple taxations is there, lack of electricity is there, insecurity, name them. In a situation where a company that is producing, maybe at the end of the month you are making profit of 1 to 200 million naira, you spend about 70 million naira in fueling your generator, you understand? How do you cope with that before you talk of paying your staff? So these are the factors that contributed to the youth unemployment in Nigeria.
So every day we're hearing of people leaving the country for one or two reasons. Can you tell us the reason why Nigeria youths are choosing to JAPA?
Yes, just like I said from the beginning, nobody after you have gone to school want to come back and stay at home without doing anything. You understand? And if you see the risk some of these young men are taking before they even get out of the country, you even pity them. You even believe that there is no amount of benefit that is there that worth it. Some of them are even dying in the desert, some are dying in the ocean, you understand?
Yes.
Just in the process of JAPA to move from this country to another country where they think they can get something reasonable that can sustain them and their family, you understand? So when you look at the situation around you, okay, after you have spent how many years in school, you come back after your NYSC, that they are paying you 70,000 naira. 70,000 naira that cannot even take you alone in a month before you talk of your own siblings, your mother, your father who labor enough to send you to school. Okay, you come back home, no job for you to do. Every day you wake up, carry your CV up and down. You will not be happy. Assuming the environment is favorable enough, there is infrastructural development, there are social amenities where you are getting your 24 hours electricity, you can venture into anything that can sustain you without looking at what the job that the government can offer you. The welding is there and it requires light. The barbing is there, it requires light. The tailoring is there, it requires so many other things that you can do with electricity. So if there is stable electricity supply, you discover that a lot of people don't even. I know of a guy. The guy did after his primary school, he didn't even go to secondary school. He chose to enroll in this wedding, you understand?
Yes.
The guy today can sponsor any university. In fact, he has even employed university graduates in his job because he's doing well. He bought cars, not even a car. He built house for himself, built for his wife, built the one that he's using for business in wedding. You understand? So if the environment is favorable, you understand, you do something reasonable for yourself without necessarily waiting for the government to give you jobs.
So, Doctor, which countries are the top destinations for Nigerian JAPA immigrants?
I think it used to be UK before, but the scenario has changed now because there is paradigm shift. So it's no longer UK, it's either America or Canada. You understand? These are the countries that our youths are Japanese to. So if we should be using that phrase, Japa, you understand? So even in Canada today, the rigorous process to obtain their visa is not a joke, because in Canada the jobs are there waiting for you.
Yes.
If the moment you get there, you get a good job that you can be doing, you even be sending money back home. You understand? Unlike in UK that they are just It's not like before that you say, when you get to UK, no, 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 the situation has changed because even they are facing their own challenge. Even America, you understand, that used to be destination for the JAPA guys. The scenario is changing now. The Canada is the major, destination for the people that are japaning from Nigeria abroad now.
So you made mentions of scenarios. Can you give us an insight
Insight into
that made America the least line for Japan?
Exactly. You see, the problem here is that since the 2019 coronavirus problem, the way that very global world pandemic affected countries, I think America is one of the major countries that affected most. You understand? So I think it has made their economy to shrink, you understand, not booming as it used to be.
Before.
And the frequent war, you understand, they are going into is causing a lot of problem to their economy. And that is one of the reasons why people don't see America as their destination again. You understand? I think Canada is stable, politically is stable, economically is stable in terms of war, and you don't have all these issues there. And they have a very sound and solid economy that can take care of everybody.
So, Doctor, what are the merits of the JAPA trend of Nigeria?
Yes, there are a lot of merits, a lot of advantages of those who are traveling abroad to look for greener pasture. When you get there and you secure a job, you'll be doing well. I have a friend now, he's a medical doctor, he's in US. He got to US through lottery, you understand? Okay. I think he has succeeded in taking almost all his 4 children abroad. And all of them, they all went through the same line. They are all doctors. Even the female ones, they read medicine and they are all doctors. They are earning good amount of money. So they've, contributed back to their home. They built house for their father, built for their mother, established their siblings that they left behind, building, businesses for them and the rest of them. So it has a lot of advantages, you understand. So when you go out there and God blesses you and you are doing well, you remember home. So that thing you are contributed back home is an advantage of you going out. But it comes with a lot of disadvantages too. Because just like I told you, majority of them that went, not all of them that succeeded in getting there. You understand? Some of them, ended up in the desert. Some even died in the course of crossing the ocean. You understand? Because majority of them didn't go through the right channel. It was when they get there, they started processing their documents, and at the end of the day, they are happy being somebody who live abroad, doing better well. Thing, you understand, doing well. Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Suleiman, for giving us a wonderful insight on the unemployment rate.
Thank you once again, Nima, for having me in this studio.
So, what can you advise the Nigerian youth to do with themselves before an opportunity is presented to them?
Exactly. Very good question. Me, I mentor people. I mentor people a lot. I told them that the major problem they are facing, most of our youths are facing, is that they believe that the moment you have gone to school, you have started answering that name, graduate, life ends there. I told them that no, education is not an end itself, it's a means to an end. You understand? So when you go to school, the school you go to did not tell you should not even go and start learning how to make this chair.
Yes.
It don't tell you that you should not go and learn how to become somebody who repairs toilet, as a plumber, as an electrician, and you understand. So that education develops you. If you go into such trade, you will be doing better than those who go there without education. So we should not wait until government provide you job. I'm not saying people should, after school, you should not look for job.
Yes.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But if that job is not there, look for something that you can develop yourself with. And the people who have not gone to school, who did not have the opportunity, or who don't know, because not everybody that can go to school, remain in the business trade that you are doing, so that you can be contributing meaningfully to the society. That you no go to school doesn't mean that you become a useless person. No, 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 no. That you go to school doesn't mean that you are above everybody. You cannot hang down your suit and start doing something. You understand? You can learn how to put, you be putting this styling work, and you'll be getting your own level, because that certificate cannot go out and bring food to your table.
Yes.
That is just the basic truth.
So what advice do you have for the government in tackling unemployment in Nigeria?
The government should look down. They should look down and think that whatever policy they formulate, if the policy is not working, there is every possibility to change that policy. Because to me, if you ask me, I will tell you that the policy of the government in terms of unemployment in Nigeria is not working. But if it is working, would have, Nigeria would have, the unemployment rates in Nigeria would have reduced drastically. But every year in, year out, you discover that the unemployment rate keep on growing. Statistically, when you look at the unemployment rate of last year, it has grown beyond that limit of this year. So what I'm trying to advise the government to do is that the government should change the policy about unemployment. Yes, if you have in the budget that this is the number of youth that you intend to employ, how do you go about it? And that is, it takes us back to what I said previously. Those who are in the office, who have gotten to the retirement age that are not ready to retire, they should retire and go home. They should retire and go, because people keep on changing their years of service, they keep on changing their age, so that some will even be sleeping in the office just to keep on earning that money. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So government should look into that way and change their policy about unemployment, so that a sizable number of graduates that are coming out every year can be employed.
Thank you, Dr. Suleiman, for that wonderful advice for both the youths and the government.
Thank you once again.
Viewers, thank you for watching. This program remains Truth Line. I remain your host, Suleiman B. Matula. Thanks for watching.